Hello, 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 Summit! Woo! How are you doing? You know, I'm going to count to 3, and you're going to say in one word how you're feeling in this moment. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I heard all of it, every single one of it. My name is JoJo Abbott. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here with my family, my friends, my soon-to-be friends. Summit has been such a blessing, and I've been invited, rather last minute and as a surprise, to welcome us. Hello? Hello, yes. To bring us into a moment of presence, of connection, of gratitude. And so I want to give all of us a moment to breathe in deep gratitude underneath this gorgeous moon for the incredible experience that we've had in our own unique ways. So breathe in deep, deep, deep gratitude for this experience that has offered safety, community, love, hope, inspiration, curiosity, play, and a charge to your system. When I was invited to hold this opening moment, I asked myself, what could I offer? And it would be a prayer, because I believe in the power of prayer, regardless of your beliefs and your spiritual grounding. I pray that you're supported in all that you do. I pray that you receive clarity in your purpose, your passion, and your power. I pray that you take all of the goodness from all that you've experienced brought to you by this Summit team and amplify that in the universe, multiply it, increase, increase, increase. I pray that you are brought into a space of deep devotion and experience of love, that you are able to release your fears and step into your season of deep abundance, purposeful abundance, life-changing abundance, because we are about to go into a time that will ask of us, what are we doing with our breath? What are we doing with our blessings? What are we doing with our intuition? What are we doing with this physical body? May you be grounded in love. May you be able to see all things through the lens of love, even the most difficult of things. May the divine be with you in all ways and at all times. There are some powerful people here. And by praying the best for you, by praying the best for each other, we create a better world. So no matter what you face getting off of the plane tomorrow, whatever day you go home, may this be everlasting. This presence, this breath, this gratitude, this love, this hope, this togetherness. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'm going to bring into this incredible space the lovely Valerie June, this woman, this being, this fairy, this goddess has been a gift of silent strength, demure, very mindful, very graceful. And I pray that you are blessed by her powerful, divine, feminine essence, and that you give her your devotion as she gives you her gifts. From Tennessee, the queen, the queen, the queen. Give it up for Miss Valerie June. Summit.
Summit. Oh my God, JoJo Abbott is such a beautiful soul. Man, guys, I opened with y'all, so how we doing now? How you feeling? I'm so glad to hear it. You know, sometimes I was at a lot of events. I went to see Moo Fresh, and she just totally cleansed my whole spirit and aura for a few lifetimes. But all of that to say, sometimes we got worries, and they weigh on us pretty heavy. So I don't know what you're going back to, but I hope you let go a lot of those worries this weekend. And if you're going back to any of them, I'm reminded of the conversation with Jody and Mara today where they talked about the power of nature. And I believe in the power of nature because I go down to the muddy Mississippi River. And I take all my worries and problems and I do a little fairy chant. And I throw all my worries and problems in that river. And the power of nature is that you don't have to carry it all. You don't have to carry it all. You can give it to the river. You can give it to the sea. So when I do the fairy chant, it sounds a lot like this. Da-da-dee-dee, da-da-dee-da-dee, dee-dee-la-la-dee-dum, dee-da. Well, I said, baby, when I think about you, well, I think of love, love, la la la, love, 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 la la la, love, 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 love. Nine morning, waking up alone, I see waiting by the phone. Well, it's all over now, said baby blue. Well, it's all over 'cause I got you. I'm gonna do my rain dance, gonna wash the dust down the bank, gonna do my rain dance. I'm gonna do my rain dance, gonna wash the dust down the bank, gonna do my rain dance. And I'm waiting, I'm always waiting. That's the dirty waiting. Well, I'm gonna do my rain dance, gonna wash the dust down the bank, gonna do my rain dance. I'm gonna do my rain dance, gonna wash the dust down the bank, gonna do my rain dance. And the guitar, yeah. Oh, I say, Papa, pretty Papa, when I close my eyes, but I get to feel and need some heat, and need some heat. I'm gonna do my rain dance, go wash the dust down the bank, gonna do my rain dance. I'm gonna do my rain dance, go wash the dust down the bank, gonna do my rain dance. I'm gonna do my rain dance, go wash the dust down the bank, gonna do my. And that's the blues for you. Y'all have a good one. You can't say you haven't seen a magical fairy woman singing the blues. Well, guys, I would really love to thank you so much for making this space and time for us. It's a very special space and time. And we have tonight some beautiful, beautiful actors, and they are from Teatro Pescadero. It's not that far away from here. It's only an hour away, and they have an old dirt floor theater where you can go anytime you want and see them perform. And The Prophet, is anyone familiar with that book? By Khalil Gibran. Okay, so they're going to do a piece from The Prophet. They opened with the piece from The Prophet called On Work, and this piece is on giving. So when we return to the real world, what are we giving? What are we sharing from this experience with all the rest of those people on the planet who weren't so fortunate and lucky to hang out with us this weekend? What can we give? What can we share to lift them out of any blues they might be feeling? I'd like to welcome to the stage Dylan and Mari.
And then a rich man spoke and said, "Speak to us of giving." And he answered, saying,
You give but little when you give of your possessions. It is when you give of yourself that you truly give. For what are your possessions but things you keep and guard for fear you may need them tomorrow?
And tomorrow? What should tomorrow bring to the overprudent dog, burying bones in the trackless sand as he follows the pilgrims to the holy city?
And what is fear of need but a need itself?
Is not dread of thirst when your well is full, the thirst that is unquenchable? There are those who give little of the much which they have, and they give it for recognition, and their hidden desires makes their gifts unwholesome. And there are those who have little
and give it all. These are the believers in life and of the bounty of life, and their coffer is never empty.
There are those who give with joy.
That joy is their reward.
There are those who give with pain. Oh, pobrecito.
That pain is their baptism.
And there are those that give and know not pain in giving, nor do they seek joy, nor do they give with mindfulness of virtue. They give as in this courtyard the trees. Breathe their fragrance into space. Through the hands of such as these, God speaks. And from behind their eyes, he smiles upon the earth.
You often say, I would give.
I would give.
But only to the deserving.
But only to the deserving.
The trees in your orchard say not so, nor the flocks in your pasture. They give that they may live, for to withhold is to perish.
Surely, he who has deserved to receive his days and his nights is worthy of all else from you.
And she who has deserved to drink from the ocean of life deserves to fill her cup from your little stream.
See first that you yourself deserve to be an instrument of giving, when in fact it is life who gives unto life, while you who deem yourself a giver are but a witness. And you receivers,
and you are all receivers.
Oh yeah, tell them about it.
Assume no weight of gratitude, lest you lay a yoke upon yourself and upon them that gives. Rather, rise together with the giver on his gifts as on wings. For to be over-mindful of your debt is to doubt their generosity.
Who has the free-hearted earth for mother.
And God for father.
People of Summit, forget not that we shall come back to you. A little while, and our desires shall gather foam and dust for a couple more perfect bodies.
A little while, a moment of rest upon the wind, and another summit shall see us.
But if you cannot wait until the Motor City come, visit us in Todos Santos. It's just an hour from here. And next Saturday, we've got our Super Good Times Gala. And it is with great pleasure that we, Teatro Pescadero, bring to the stage the two freaky geniuses who started this whole damn thing. Please welcome Jody Levy and Brett Levy. Bow, 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 bow. Levy, 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 Levy.
Another tough act to follow. Another tough act to follow. All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're all looking gorgeous out there tonight. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being here and sharing this magical weekend. A very simple concept, 16 years in the making, one of those 16-year-old overnight success stories. Gather great people, teach them to cooperate, and the big concept of reciprocity, of helping one another solve their great challenges, and just entertain the shit out of them, you know? How'd we do? Well, it was a thrill to be here with you all in Baja, and a labor of love doesn't really begin to explain just how difficult this is. So I know Jody has a bunch of thank yous, but I'd love to get one massive round of applause for the 200 strong staff that worked their butts off to make this thing happen for you guys.
You guys, for every single person that was part of bringing this to life, our team who works tirelessly to attend to the magical details and all of the invisible spaces that exist between everything that you experience to make it so special. To the JW Marriott, thank you, and I'm sorry that we totally transformed this hotel into our wonderland. You guys were amazing. To the Kandavi community that welcomed us and brought us down here, we are very grateful. Everybody, like, how beautiful is it here? It's amazing. To all of the speakers, teachers, artists, performers that come to these stages and give everything that they have for all of us, please, noise, love. And to all of our partners and our sponsors and our partner communities and all of you guys are amazing. And what we all get to do when we come together is like nothing else that exists on this planet. And it means a ton for Brett and I, for everybody involved with Summit, for everybody that works every day to figure out what comes next, what city we're gonna go to, what beach we're gonna take over, what cruise ship we wanna reinvent. We have the most incredible people on the planet that work on our stuff, and they do it because they love it. They do it because it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to create the things that no one else is crazy enough to spend their time creating. And so thank you guys for being the ones that show up and get to enjoy this and celebrate it and co-create it with us. We're super grateful.
So, I don't know if this is lost on you or not, but it's incredibly difficult to find places that will allow this merry band of misfits to come by the throngs of thousands to shake their booties, expand their minds, and whatever else it is that you all have been doing behind closed doors this weekend. But it's a rare place that can fit the heart, energy, soul, and the wild desires that Jody and I have in order to go to great lengths to entertain you. So, there's only a few places on the planet that we can do that. Sometimes it's a cruise ship. Sometimes it's concocting a venue on, a handful of different campuses and parking lots stitched together. Sometimes it's a beach. But we had been racking our brain trying to figure out where to get back to the great magnitude of the wonderful, magnificent summits of yesteryear. Anyone that was in LA, 17, 18, 19, raise your hands. Okay. So, we had a hankering to really make something extraordinary happen again. There are great confines with taking people in international waters on a ship. There are great difficulties of trying to get damn near anything into Mexico. So, Orlando wasn't a go, Vegas wasn't a go, San Diego wasn't a go, and I don't know if anybody knows this, but Jody's from Detroit, and she called me one day and she's like, we gotta do Summit in Detroit. I was like, Detroit? She's like, just come here, man. Just come check it out. I'm gonna show you around. There's a lot of cool stuff. I was like, I know Eminem. I know the Tigers. I know the Red Wings. I know Axel Foley, Beverly Hills Cop, the whole thing. But I've never been to Detroit. So we spent a week pounding pavement in Detroit, and I got a chance to take a look at some of the most incredible legacy venues, hotels, theaters, back alleys, clandestine, speakeasies, world-class chefs, culture oozing through the veins of that city. And we immediately knew that it was an incredible canvas for us to be able to do what we so deeply want to do for this community. So after a few days of getting my step count over 30,000 a day, I think we had found something what we believe to be incredibly extraordinary and one of a kind to be able to, as I say, entertain the shit out of you guys. So we are incredibly thrilled. You might have heard by now, June 5th to 8th, we have a gathering back on the calendar, and we are very much looking forward to seeing you and greeting you and bringing this community together for more good times and more magic. And yeah, we're just very pleased to be here and really appreciate all of you and all of the energy that you bring to this. It's really, the programming is one thing, but when we pitch it to you guys, it's really about the people. And I think, being here in this environment and hearing the reflections from everybody who's participating, on the way in, it's always like, oh, I'm excited for this speaker, I'm excited for that performer. But then when you get here, it's like, some of the talks are kind of empty because everybody's just out there chit-chatting in the corner, like, and we don't know where the people are. The people are just chatting, and so that's really just a reflection of the generosity of spirit and the talent and the love that you guys all have and share for one another. So really thrilled to just be one small bit in conducting that and bringing this into the world for you guys. So thank you so much, and we very much look forward to seeing you again very soon. Thank you.
We love you guys. Thank you so much for how you show up for each other. It's really beautiful.
And without further ado, we would love to bring to the stage, you might know him from hosting Idiot Test. You might know him from his sold-out stand-up specials. You might know him from his work hosting on the Young Turks. The wildly dynamic, often incredibly funny Ben Glebe. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Ben Glebe.
Keep it going for Levy and Levy, everybody, one more time. Have y'all had a good weekend? It's very exciting to be here. Brett said it's damn near impossible to get almost anything into Mexico, yet somehow all the mushrooms. I was going to tell some jokes up here, but I think instead I will just recite to you green eggs and ham. I'm pretty excited about it. We've been through a journey this last few days. Start with the opening plenary. Beautiful program. I thought the guy with the toy sword was nice. That was probably a customs issue, right? Look what I can do with this Nerf sword. It was awesome. My favorite part of the opening plenary was the Tyson fight. Listen, there's just a few things to discuss that I would like to mention, but maybe the list is kind of long, so I will read some of these observations from the last few days. There was an event on the first day called Full Body Blast. I went thinking that was the OnlyFans talk. It was not. My throat got a little hoarse from singing in the jam room all weekend. A lot of fun in that jam room. And I was asking around for throat spray. That was a mistake. I accidentally got high 14 times. I was like, I have a sore throat. You have any spray? They're like, yeah, for your sore throat. You'll be good for about 10 hours. I tried to change my language. I'm like, seriously, do you have like a lozenge? They're like, ketamine, we got you. So I'm really high right now. Just for the record. Arc du Soleil, make some noise for them. They were amazing last night. Amazing performance. Although, sorry, you're going to name yourself anything du Soleil, you got to do fucking flips. At least flips. You can't just play guitars. And welcome to the next band, Circus Vargas. We just do drums. What? Not okay to do. Scott Galloway's talk, amazing. Round of applause for Scott. Incredible talk. Painted a little bit of a bleak picture of the coming year. But luckily, he did tell us up top that half of his predictions are wrong. And let's be honest, when half of your predictions are wrong, really all of your predictions are wrong. I mean, do the math on that for yourself, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure this will happen in the coming year, but also 50-50. He did make one excellent point, though. He did say that the single best way to attract a woman is through humor. And then he did his impression of women, which, and I quote, was, I'm laughing, I'm naked. I am here to report, Scott, another wrong prediction. I don't know why you're laughing at that one. The only vaginas that came at me this weekend were balloon vaginas. I don't know what the fuck that was, but I was not sober and it bothered me. It was the wild. You know how many people's highs were probably ruined by that shit? Please don't bring them out again because we're now later in the night. Imagine if they just like emerge from this field of wheat behind me. Just huge balloon vaginas coming at you. Holy shit. I went to the coconuts talk. That was just giving out coconuts. I went to how your liver fuels health and vitality. Showed up super drunk. Can we talk for a second about DJs? Listen, amazing DJs here this weekend, but can you guys at least pretend to be doing something? Always just rubbing the knobs, like pretending to touch a knob. Not even, it's an audio thing. They don't even put the headphones on. They're like barely one ear, maybe around their neck. I was talking to a friend of mine during his set, and did you hear what I just said? Imagine if I was talking to a friend of mine right now during my set. I was at Burning Man talking to Brett during one of his sets, and I swear to God, he said to me the following sentence, "You want a quick tour of my art car? I gotta be quick, I'm DJing right now." Just saying, that's insane. Emily Morse gave an amazing talk called The Pleasure Pathway, Mastering Sexual Communication. Turns out that was not a how-to on dirty talk. The fact that I thought that makes me a very bad boy. We were paired up in that talk and had to turn to the person next to us and share our sexual turn-ons and turn-offs. One of my turn-offs, having to share my sexual fantasies with the dude to my right. That was a nightmare. I went to the Founders Investors Meetup. I mean, what amazing founders we have here. Round of applause for yourselves. I got to know so many of you because nearly no investors went to that. There was one investor, but he apparently was only currently investing in late stage, no risk, go fuck yourself. Went to the psychopath talk, similarities between psychopaths and founders. This was a sentence actually spoken at that talk. I mean, founders are highly efficient, highly productive people, and serial killers, let's be honest, very productive at what they do. Yes, their ROI is amazing. Hitchhikers, low overhead. I get it. They are just like us. Turns out serial killers also drink water and breathe. It's incredible how similar. Several of you inspired by the talk went right out that night, killed some folks, so that's nice. Way to integrate. Let's talk about the OnlyFans talk for a second if we can. Look, this is an incredible group of people. Y'all are doing some amazing things with your companies, no doubt. But we could always look at our business models a little bit more closely when by far the most ethical business model I've heard was from OnlyFans. Literally, Keely was like, yeah, we don't use our personalized information of our users. User safety is our highest priority, and we do not use an algorithm to maximize time on platform. Everyone in the room was like, I'm sorry, that's an option? Do you even understand capitalism? It was very impressive. I was so inspired, I am starting an OnlyFans. Yeah, feet pics, here we go. If only people wanted to see men's feet pics, I could make like $80 a month. I went to the Trust Paradox, Healing and Intimacy in an Age of Disconnection. I didn't get anything from that one. I know, it probably was great. I was just on my phone the whole time. Peter Diamandis, amazing talk. about how your cells can change so much. You can change your DNA. But if you can change your DNA, Peter, why aren't you taller? I love Peter. He's a great man. We all are certain heights. It's a joke. Relax. I went to high-performance buildings, paving the way for a sustainable and tech-driven future. Sorry, but the energy needed for our AI queries are burning down the rainforest, but some buildings are getting LED bulbs. Good for you. That's not doing the trick. Not my funniest joke, I agree. Building healthy organizations in a post-DEI world. I loved that talk, but also I'm white. Was that too soon? I don't know what the reaction was there. I went to the parenting meetup. Apparently, they wanted you to be a parent, not be held by older people, like I had hoped. There is something serious that I would like to actually talk to you guys about for a minute, if I could. I want to take a moment. I got to actually share something very genuinely serious, because this is something like my 25th Summit experience. I've been coming since 2011. So I consider myself part of the family now, and the founders and the staff, so many of them have become my dear friends. And so I pretty intimately know what it takes to put on these events. And I have to share something that I don't think you guys realize, not only the level of effort that goes into these events, but live events in general, large multi-scale live events, is not only a very low profit margin business, but it takes upfront expense of like $10 million to put something like this on. And historically, what's always caused a problem for Summit, I hope it's okay that I'm saying these things, is could have asked in advance, but I figure I'm high. And so historically, you all come out and show up and make these events amazing, but you all buy your tickets last minute. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work as a sustainable business model to do that. And so there is genuine risk, I'm just telling you guys right now, that if we don't shift the paradigm on that, there won't be able to be big events in the future. And a very real chance that Detroit could be the last one. And so, I don't know why you're clapping to that, sir. That is the wrong time to clap. This guy is stoned out of his fucking mind. So, the good news, however, is we can just do one tiny thing if you guys actually care about this community. And do you care about this community? Do you care about these events? Do you want more going on into the future? We just have to do one tiny paradigm shift, and we can solve this problem for Summit going forward. Remove all the financial stress from the organization. Is just when the announcement of the next big event drops, literally treat it like the Burning Man ticket drop or Coachella, and immediately buy your tickets for the event. It literally solves the entire problem for everybody working so hard to make these happen, and can make it happen going forward. And you can even do it right now. If you have your phones on you, you can start it. They just launched it at summit.co. Go right now, summit.co on your phone. It's the top thing. Just click book, and just promise me that in the next 48 hours you will complete your booking, and then they can be off to the races to make Detroit the most amazing next level event that it could possibly be. And that'll solve that for Detroit, but it still won't solve it going forward. So are you guys down to show your love back to the Summit family by, from now on, when these events drop, making sure you book them right out the gate? Are you down to do that? Make some noise. And they just made it even easier for you now, because you can get insurance on your ticket for just 10% of the price, and you can cancel up till 11 days before the event, no problem. And so you can purchase it. They have the capital to make the event happen. And I promised them I was going to try to help them literally in the next 48 hours sell at least 600 or 700 tickets. So do me a favor. What? And membership. Sign up for the membership too. That's not really what I'm focusing on now, Gina, but thank you. This isn't like a town hall meeting. I'm just trying to really focus on a particular message, and then, but thank you. Thank you so much, Gina. Why don't you shake a tambourine some more in the jam room? It's very exciting. Gina Belafonte, everybody. Great backup singer. Less good at suggestions, but great, thank you. So just do me a favor and make some noise if you agree to help out the community and get your friends to sign up in the next 48 hours and book your room. Make some noise if you're down. Let's shift this paradigm and make Summit pop into the future and bring this magic to all of us. And I'll say one last thing on that point. They asked me to, I didn't do my big show at this event. You don't have to boo me, it's too late, but they did ask me to do it at Detroit, and I will be doing it at Detroit, but only under one condition: if literally we sell 700 tickets in the next 48 hours. So if we do it, we're gonna go to Detroit and make it epic and insane. And as a thank you in advance for doing that, I'm just gonna take a couple minutes and fuck with a couple people in the crowd right now. Let's do it, shall we? Let's talk to a couple of people for a couple of minutes here. Who do we have? Who can I pick out from this? Everybody's hiding. You don't have to hide. Dude in bucket hat. You have a woman in front of you protecting you. There you go. Bucket hat. Are you doing the protector stuff that Galloway was talking about? What's your name, sir? Baron. That's already a problem. Not a normal or chill name at all. You meet a guy named Baron, you got to walk the other way a lot of times. What do you do, Baron? You teach yoga? You're a man named Baron who teaches yoga. Thank God you're not like a fertility expert with the name Baron. Do you understand? Oh, that was just offensive to somebody? The theoretical fertility expert was a problem? What's your angle to teaching yoga, Baron? What kind of yoga do you teach? Power yoga. Yeah, way to man up that shit. Yeah, I'm teaching yoga, but it's power yoga, bro. My name is Baron. We're going to get jacked. Now do a vinyasa or some bullshit. Who else do we have in the crowd here? You, sir? You are about to drink your drink. What do you do, sir? You run an AI microbiome company. Shouldn't we solve the biome of humans first? So let me explain. Let me assume microbiome through AI. You're taking the data and you're figuring out what? What does it do? Explain.
Reading all of the science and
interpreting the data for the globe's microbiome to fix my gas problem. To fix all my problems. Wow, not a God complex at all there, sir, do you? Did you go to the psychopath talk? We're gonna fix all your problems with my AI app that searches your microbiome. I'm excited for it. You have any hobbies? What do you do for fun in your life? You have no fun. Well, tonight we're getting you fucked up, okay? How about tall hair right here? I like your tall hair. What is your name? If I hit on you, it's a hate crime, or if I hate on you, it's a hate crime? I don't even know what minority group you think that's representing. I can't even see you right there, but I just thought you had weird hair, but I've already said too much. That's a hate crime. I'm so sorry. People are very touchy these days. Dropping hate crime quick. Hello, how do you do, guy with weird hair? I'm calling the police. We are real quick to pull that hate crime label. What do you do, touchy man? What is that? You're a journalist. Oh, so of all people, you should know. The problem with you is that you're the enemy of the people, okay? We all know it. You're the enemy of the people over there. You're sitting there, okay, with your big hair and your lies, okay? A lot of lies, a lot of big hair. We know that. Who are you a journalist for, sir? For what? Fast Company magazine. It's an incredible, if you like hanging with your friends, but just quickly. I love that. I love that. Let's talk to one more person, then we're about to get the party started right here. Are y'all ready to party in a minute? Are y'all ready to do it? By the way, earlier Peter Pham was trying to get me to wear pink and sparkles up here because apparently it's sparkles night. And I put on pink sparkly stuff, and then I asked 3 girls, and they were like, you look very stupid. Changed back, and I realized I was taking advice from Peter Pham, who walks around with mermaid pants and a fan of all moments of his life and a glow-in-the-dark fanny pack. So you understand how that goes. We're going to talk to one more person, and then we're going to get this party started right here where we are. Who do I pick? Let's see. We got a dude right there with like fuzzy hair. Oh wait, is that Stephen Brooks? I can't see in the dark, and now I realize it's Stephen Brooks. Stephen guaranteed makes love to fruit. I don't know if you saw his talk. This guy, you go to get free fruit samples, and he talks about, I was in the jungle for 7 months, and I was making love to a goji berry. And I'm like, can I just get a bite of fruit, for Christ's sake? It's great to see you, Stephen, but I know you too well. I can't make fun of you. Who's my last person I'm going to fuck with here? In a loving... Oh, you're waving your hand. You're a volunteer. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. Famous last moment right there. And you are wearing some kind of a hoodie, like a hood situation, and a scarf. What is your name? Zenzi? Okay, it's not. That can't be. This was the born name your parents gave you? Then did they immediately leave your life? Well, really? You guys are very sensitive. That's as light as I could go with that joke. Your middle name is Gugu? Your name is Zenzi Gugu? I shouldn't have done 7 sprays. What do you do, Zenzi? You what? You make films of what kind? All different kinds? That's the way to do it, is not at all focus on a niche, but just make all types. What's the last film you made? You made a film called Jeers? Tears. Way to uplift the community. Thank you for that. Should I even ask what the topic of that was, or are they gonna fucking get sad again in this corner? It's sad. It's also funny. Okay, much like my childhood. Okay, this is a really sweet group of people right here. Too sensitive for comedy, but very sweet. I'm not gonna ask you what your film's about because everybody's gonna cry and I have to be done in about 15 seconds, so there's no way. All right, what was it about? It was about a country music star crying with a painter? You know what else is sad about the film Tears? Is the tears you're gonna have when the box office hits 0. But I wish you luck with the next one. The next film's gonna be great. I believe in it. It'll be the origin of your name and just why. What's your last name, ZZ Gugu? What? Johnson? ZZ Gugu Johnson. That's what I've referred to my penis as for a very long time. I'm Ben Glebe. Thank you so much for your time, everybody. Yes. Are y'all ready to get the party started right here and right now? We're gonna party right where this is. We're gonna get this night rolling in an epic fashion. If y'all are ready, please make some noise for the deep bass and melodic sounds of DJ Mursky.